Hello guys, this is Ketchup Tooth here. Okay, so I understand some of you guys might be asking in the comment section below, what are things that you hyper focus on? Well, what I hyper focus on to learn about is my own condition, which is autism. Okay, so in this video I'm deciding that I want to make a part 2 video about my own experience. And I'm also going to be giving some background information of what signs and symptoms that the person may exhibit. Okay, so let's start off. Okay, so yeah, I've been doing pretty good lately, but I've also had my moments of sensory overload times. But yeah, been doing good lately. So here are the symptoms you might want to look out for with someone who is at a very young age. They might do repetitive behaviors like hand flapping, spinning in circles, and opening and closing cabinet doors and stuff like that. And they might, here's the second symptom is sensory. You want to really watch out for any time that they may show signs of sensory overload. It's like, okay, so what I want, these are some of the signs and symptoms, but I know that one of the other symptoms is they may either be good at eye contact or they may avoid eye contact. Now, as if for me though, I've got a fairly mild form of autism. I didn't avoid eye contact. I made pretty good eye contact a lot of the time. But yeah, so what are some of the so and I know some of you guys might be asking, well, what forms of autism are out there? There are three different forms of autism out there. Okay, so there's classic autism, which that has a lot of symptoms, and you know, classic autism is just the normal version of autism that people call, but it's got so many symptoms. Uh, with they may, but the point is though is all forms of autism are very similar to each other. Now, secondly though, there's Asperger's syndrome. Now that is a little bit more mild than classic autism, but it's still got some a lot of symptoms to it too. But the person on that side may also avoid eye contact or anything, or may not answer to their name uh, until like a later age, or they may have a delayed speech or speech impairment for a lot of their childhood. Now, now here's the type 3 is PDD-NOS. Now this is the third type of autism. Now that's the version of autism that I have, but it's also called atypical autism. Realizing that that's the form that I have, although it is a mild version of autism, but it does have its own severity of symptoms. It's like one of the most severe symptoms of that I've got is sensory overload and stuff like that. Now, I know you guys are asking, what symptoms did I exhibit when I was at a very young age? Well, very similar to what I explained at the beginning of the video. I explained how there's like repetitive behaviors, signs of sensory overload, and just all that stuff. Now, yes, I know the question is, did I experience any of those symptoms? Yes, I did. I definitely did. Until at that age I had to go to the doctor and I was diagnosed with that form of autism. Now, I know you guys are asking, what are the levels of severity of autism? Well, there's very high functioning autism, which very high functioning means it's not really a devastating version of autism, which the person is able to very verbally speak and talk to you, and able to have a lot of knowledge and stuff like that. Now, here's a little bigger effect. There's also what we call now there's low functioning autism too. Now, low functioning autism, the person would pretty much be at the devastating form of autism where they just cannot, where they can't exactly talk. Well, maybe they, some of the times, people on the devastating low functioning form of autism probably can't talk at all. Some of them on that form of autism might be able to talk a little bit, but they probably won't understand like how to speak full blown sentences to, but maybe they do to some extent. But on that side of autism, there's a very high limitation to a lot of those things, and the and since I've got the very high functioning form of autism, yes, I can speak a lot of sentences very clearly. I can talk very verbally, which that basically means that the person that basically means IQ levels. Now, as if for me, I have the form of autism where I've got above average IQ levels. So that's why I'm considered to be on the PDD-NOS form of autism, because I have really much higher than average IQ verbal speaking levels. But however though, I know you guys might ask, what can I not understand? Well, there are certain gestures that I'm not really able to fully understand. Like, I cannot understand lip language. If someone does this to me, like, I can't understand that. So, yeah, that's the kind of gesture that I can't really fully understand. Now, but yes, what I want to make clear though is all forms of autism are very similar to one another. But but what I want, and another thing that I want to make clear though is, yes, just about every form of autism can include sensory overload, and as if for me that's just been a very chronic struggle that I've been having lately throughout my whole entire life. So yeah, it's can be a little tough sometimes, but what I also want to make clear is, autism can be a gift sometimes. Everything has up and down sides to it. Now, I understand some of you guys might wonder, when's the last time that I had a sensory overload? Well, it was kind of over the 4th of July when I had my last sensory overload, but it was rough. I was over visiting some family at their house, and we were all shooting off fireworks, but I was having fun for a while. But then the next thing you know, I pretty much had a very bad sensory overload. I just could not stand it because the fireworks were just too loud for me. I had to get back inside, and so I did. But once I did, I was okay. But however, though, I didn't entirely let the overload stop me from having fun. I still was able to have some fun for a while. But I had to get away from the environment because of sensory overload, because I was just far too overwhelmed to be there. And so I had to leave. But however, though, I have a plan though that I'm gonna carry earplugs around everywhere I go, just so that if I get a sensory overload, I can put in my earplugs. And what's one thing I'm also very sensitive to is, sunlight. Oh gosh. The brightness of the sunlight really bothers me, so I always put on sunglasses before I go outside for that reason. Now, yes, I understand it's a lot of information. I apologize for this very long video, but I really hope that this video provides you with some information, more information out there. And, I guess I'll see you guys all later. But before I close this video out, make sure you absolutely hit that like button. Make sure you absolutely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to me for more. Thank you guys very much for watching, and bye.